Now, what is a hill climbing algorithm? Another informed search technique. First, we will discuss about the hill climbing. So, as the name is showing here, the hill climbing is a local search algorithm which continuously move in the direction of increasing elevation here, right? Increasing elevation value to find the peak of the mountain or best solution to the problem. So what is the peak of a mountain here? The solution of a problem here or the goal state of a problem here, right? So hill climbing क्या approach use करता है? It uses a search algorithm approach which continuously move in the direction of increasing elevation value to find the peak of a mountain or the best solution to the problem, and it terminates when it reaches a peak value where no neighbor has a higher value, right? So it is also a greedy search, or we can say that it is also called the greedy local search as it looks it only looks to its good immediate neighbor state and not beyond that, right? So it just see whether the neighbor state is there or not. So hill climbing is mostly used when a good heuristic is available. Good heuristic is available. So what is a heuristic? We have discussed. In this algorithm, to maintain and handle the search tree or graph as it only keeps a single current state, right? So we don't need a graph or a search tree in a hill climbing algorithm. So the idea behind a hill climbing is as pick a any random point in the search space. First step we are talking about here, pick a any random point in the search space. Then in that point, consider all the neighbors of a current state and choose neighbor with the best quality and move to that state. So the best quality or the best high, or if the neighbor is having the highest peak, then choose that neighbor. Choose the neighbor with the best quality and move to that state. Repeat the step 4 until the neighbor states are of a lower quality. Just you need to be just the root or the random point that you had selected that need to be superior than its neighbor states. So return the current state as the solution state if its state doesn't have any further superior neighbor states. So this is a different regions in the state space landscape like goal maximization, global maximization, local maximization. ये हम discuss करेंगे. What comes under the hill climbing, the goal, and what are the different neighboring values. So here we are basically talking about local maximization, global maximization, current state, and the flat local maximization. What are the different objective functions and the state spaces, right? Here we are talking about the local maximization is a state which is the better than its neighboring states. अगर local maximization की बात कर रहे हैं, then it is the better than its neighboring states, but there is also another state which is higher than it. Then the global maximization is the best possible state of a state space landscape and it has the highest value of objective function. Current state is a landscape diagram where an agent is currently present, right? And the flat local maximization is a flat space in the landscape where all the neighbor states of a current states have the same value. And here we are talking about the shoulder or the plateau region which has an uphill edge. So you need to know the hill climbing algorithm and what is the problems in a hill climbing. So here is the further hill climbing or what is a plateau here has been described. Plateau means all the same values are there and the local maxima is there. Further, the neighboring states can have a higher value, right? So 4 is representing here the local maxima and the 5, all the neighboring states having the same value here means all the neighboring states having the same value which is a 5 is showing the plateau here, right? So this has been explained in the diagram like this. So or we can say that three main drawbacks of a hill climbing are local maxima, a local maxima as opposed to a global maxima, plateau, an area of a search space where the evaluation function is flat. So now कोई भी random walk or random traversal आप discuss कर सकते हैं in the range where there are steep or the slope and the search direction not towards the top but towards the side. So these can be the disadvantages here. So simply we are talking about the whether we are moving downward or we are moving upward.